Hi, everybody. I'm Missy Smith, the parent liaison with the Great Start Collaborative, and I'm here to help you understand your transportation, one of your transportation options in Grand Traverse and Leelanau counties. So I'm here with Eric Lingaur, and he is the Director of Communications and Development, correct, here at BATA. And so we're here to talk about we're not really going to talk about how to ride the BATA bus because there's a really nice video on BATA's website about that, but we are going to talk about family-friendly features of the bus, and if you are riding the bus with small children, what are some things to consider that might make it more comfortable, convenient, and a better option for you as far as transportation around town and beyond. So, hi Eric.
Hi. Welcome.
We're glad you're here today. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us to get the word out amongst the 5-to-1 neighborhood centers and our network about how to ride, what goes on with BATA and for families with young children. What are some things that we can know that makes BATA the right choice for us?
So one of the things is that BATA has a lot of different transportation options, whether you live in Grand Traverse or Leelanau County. Mm-hmm. And it varies depending on where you want to go, what times you want to travel. So that's the neat part, is we've got our traditional dial-a-ride buses, which are like buses that you can call and schedule. You'll call our main number, which is 231-941-2324. And
good to know. Write that down.
Yep.
One more time.
231-941-2324.
Okay.
And call our customer service line and say, hey, I'm trying to get from my house to the Great Lakes Children's Museum, or I'm trying to get from my house to the Den House to check out some of the art. And they'll tell you what the best transportation option is. If it's our dial-a-ride, our link buses, then they'll schedule a time for you to get from point A to point B, or they'll give you the options that are available. If it's one of our fixed route buses, which are our loop buses, they'll tell you where the nearest stop to your location is at, and what route to take, and how long it'll take to get there, and all of those type of things. So they're very helpful, very friendly.
So it's like a concierge service almost for just riding the bus. There's different parts of aspects of and services within BATA that this person who answers the phone can help parents and other customers identify.
Exactly. And so just to help with some visual aspects of it, our link buses are bright blue, very like sky electric blue, and those are our dial-a-ride buses.
Okay.
And then our buses that have the fixed route, the times and the specific stops, are usually bright green, like a neon green color. So you can kind of differentiate between our two services on what color the bus is.
All right.
Blue or green.
Good. Nice. We like those colors too. Those are great 5-to-1 colors also.
Fantastic.
Super. So it should be easy for people to make that jump. Tell us about, we have a family that's going to ride the bus, whether it's a link service or whether it's one of the fixed routes. What would you recommend as far as parents traveling with small children, strollers, car seats? Any reason to be scared of riding the bus with those things?
No, none of those at all. So we accommodate all those type of different accessories that you mentioned. So, for example, if you do have a car seat, we allow car seats onto our vehicles. There are seat belts on the vehicles, and you can strap the car seat in like you would in a normal passenger vehicle. We also allow strollers on our buses as well. Either you fold them up and bring them onto the bus, or if they're a non-foldable stroller, you can use our vehicle lifts that are built into all of our vehicles to bring the stroller up onto it, and then we secure it into the vehicle as well. The only stipulation is not to have the little one in the stroller as you're trying to get it onto the bus, just for the safety of the little one.
So it's not a carnival ride, is what you're saying?
It is not.
Okay,
no.
So baby child comes out of the stroller, and we can get the stroller up in a couple of different ways. And how are the drivers with all that?
Drivers are really accommodating. They're really helpful. They're also a good resource for asking how to get from point A to point B. If you don't call our customer service line, let's say you ask the driver when you board, hey, I'm trying to get to Meijer today to do some grocery shopping. Is this the right bus to take that? And they'll say, yeah, it is, hop on. Or, no, you need to be on this bus, and I'll show you where to get it or what time to catch that particular bus.
So the drivers are helpful, and they're not going to be they're going to be really accommodating, it sounds like, when families board and ride around.
And as far as little ones go, we definitely recommend that a parent ride for the first time with them, so they get accustomed to using the bus and familiar with how it works and things like that. But we also allow little kids to ride the bus on their own if they'd like, once they're familiar with it and if they're comfortable. There's no age limit to what you can do to ride the bus. But if they're comfortable and they can ride on their own, or with a parent or a guardian or a brother or a sister or anything like that, we encourage that as well.
Yeah, I mean, my kids have ridden alone without me, and it's gone really well. So that's nice to know that there's no age that families can make this transportation system work to meet their needs.
We have a lot of routes where students will use the bus to either get to school, go to college, get to and from play dates and things like that. So it all depends on the need and where they're trying to go to.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, is there anything else you'd want families to know about BATA? I know we kind of feed into that idea that some schools even offer routes to school. So riding the bus with your young children can actually help prepare them for school in some situations. I mean, BATA provides routes to certain schools, and then there's school buses. So riding the bus could actually really help a lot of kids who might ride someday on their own to school.
Yeah, it kind of gets them acclimated to the next step of using, and if we can make public transit riders when they're young, it benefits them in the long run for sure, whenever as they're growing up. One of the things that you mentioned was the cost to ride the bus. So for families, all adults pay full fare. If you're a student, you get half off your fare, and you just need to show that your student ID or show that you're a student in some form or another. And then 5 and under ride free with a paying adult. So if you're 5 or under, you can hop right on the bus with mom or dad and or your brother or sister, and you ride for free.
That's awesome. Well, Eric, thank you so much. And parents can use the Google transportation app as well. Is that true?
That's a really valid point. So if you don't want to call our customer service line, or if you feel like some folks like to do some internet research or to kind of map things or figure things out themselves, we've got great tools built into our website and into Google Maps. So you can either go to beta.net, and we have a trip planning tool right on our homepage that you can say, I'm trying to get from Meyer to NMC, and it'll tell you which route to take, how long it'll take to go there, the cost and everything that's involved with that. And that's built right into the Google Maps app too, if you have that on your phone. And we've got other apps and fancy things that you can utilize as well. For those folks who are mobile savvy, we also have mobile fare payment too. So you can purchase your fare right through your mobile phone, and you show it to the driver when you board the bus.
Savvy.
Yeah, so on the video that you mentioned that we have, it shows you cash and our fare type passes that we have. This mobile fare payment thing is one of our newer pieces.
That's new, so that's not on the How to Ride video.
It is not, but we do have a video about it that we can share and post as well.
Great. Excellent. Well, we have some families that might be riding from Leelanau County too, as well. So beyond the link buses and the fixed routes, part of those routes, that fixed route also services outlying communities.
They
correct?
do. You're right.
So not just Traverse City. We're looking at all through Leelanau County and all through Grand Traverse County, so even the rural area. Yeah,
so we've got buses that connect to downtown Traverse City, but also extend out in those rural areas like you're talking about. So Suttons Bay, Northport, Glen Arbor, Maple City, Cedar, Lake Leelanau, and all the points in between. There's either a regular fixed route bus that can bring you in, it's called a Village Loop. Or there is our Dial-A-Ride bus that you can call, and they'll pick you up and connect you into the bus or bring you into town as the schedule allows.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like if you live in Grand Traverse and Leelanau counties that you have some great transportation options with BATA, and we hope that this is helpful in giving you some tools to know how to get your family from point A to point B, and that you'll go to beta.net to look up more information about BATA services. Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.